thank you for joining me here this afternoon. The time is currently 5:27 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a tornado-warned storm heading for Folsom, Louisiana. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado at any minute, so if you are included in either of these tornado warnings, you need to seek shelter immediately, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible. This may have previously produced a tornado closer to the Amite City area already. It was rotating very impressively, and there was what could have been debatably a debris signature with this storm. It's a little complicated. We don't have any confirmation that that's what that was yet, but I think that there's a decent chance that a tornado did roll through Amite City, if either that or it got very close to doing so. We also have a couple of tornado warnings up here on the Louisiana-Mississippi state line. All right, we have one for the Tylertown area. If you're in Tylertown, you need to seek shelter immediately. We've had so many instances of QLCS tornadoes try to develop in this line of storms recently. We also have 70-mile-per-hour damaging winds ripping through portions of central Mississippi. This is a live look at Jackson that just got battered by all those winds and the rain. It looks like this tree is even tumbling a little bit. I don't know if that's from these winds or not, but definitely a little bit of tree tumblage out there. And again, if you're included in this warning, you should be seeking shelter immediately. We have a very concentrated area of winds up here in the northern portion of this warning polygon, where some of the winds could be getting even up to 80 miles per hour at the surface near Ratliff. Okay, so again, if you're included in this warning, you need to seek shelter immediately. Those winds are continuing to intensify as they ride Highway 25 near Ratliff, so a very dangerous situation there. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of central Oklahoma. Now, I'm calling this a blip-style severe thunderstorm watch, and if you're not aware what that means, basically, we are going to be watching for every little blip that develops in this area, because the conditions are favorable for any of those little blips to turn into severe thunderstorms and potentially even tornado-producing storms. Now, right now, we don't have any specific blips, but we did have one a few minutes ago, actually, out here near Weatherford that did look like it was trying to do something for a little bit, but it never ended up developing, so we're just going to watch. All right, again, it's going to be one of these watches where, not everybody's going to see storms. In fact, most of the people in this watch box probably won't, but if you do see one, it could be bad. Okay, so we got to watch that very closely. Got some more storms up here in the Midwest and the Plains, areas like Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. You guys have got some storm action going on right now, so we'll have to look out for you guys. But again, right now, our main focus is going to be down here for parts of Louisiana and Mississippi here. Again, if you're in Tylertown, all right, areas like Folsom, make sure that you're seeking shelter immediately. Again, we've had several QLCS tornadoes try to develop over the last 30 minutes or so. Unfortunately, I was not able to go live during those times, but we are here now, and again, we are watching this MCS kind of roll through portions of Louisiana and Mississippi right now. It's, interestingly enough, taking a very similar path to yesterday's derecho. Okay, now this, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to be considered a derecho or not, because it didn't form. It formed a while ago, but I don't know if it's going to be able to travel the full 240 miles that it needs to be considered a derecho, because whenever it hits the water, it's not able to really damage anything, and to get 240 miles in its path length, it's going to have to go into the Gulf of Mexico here, so we'll see. We just don't really have a lot of wind damage reports out of this area anyway, so I'm not sure if this is going to be considered a derecho or not, but if it is, that's crazy, because that's two derechos in a row. 2 days in a row, we have a derecho in almost the exact same area. Now, yesterday, it's still kind of debatable of whether or not that was a derecho. I've not seen a lot of people say that it has been, but I'm struggling to find a quality that line of storms didn't meet that would have led to it not being a derecho. So I don't know, it's debatable. I'm going to call it a derecho for right now, but yesterday's potential derecho, again, occurred in almost the exact same spot as our MCS today. I'm just going to call this one an MCS because I don't think it's going to be a derecho. What's that? What is that leading to, right? We're going to go ahead and turn on the county outages and show you guys. We have tons of customers out here in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Texas without power because of our 2 days in a row where we have these derecho-like events unfolding. Some of the hardest hit areas are areas in western Mississippi, all right, areas to the west of Jackson. Portions of northern Louisiana, right? Some very hard hit areas in that region there. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Pampa, Texas. This is a storm I've been watching for a while here. This is for the threat of 70-mile-per-hour damaging winds and quarter-size hail. So if you're in Pampa, you should be seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows in an interior room. And now we have another severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail as well for Carthage and Kosciuszko, Mississippi. So if you're included in this warning, seek shelter immediately. This is emergency management reported wind damage. So you got to seek shelter. And now we have another severe thunderstorm warning, 3 in a row. This is for portions of Kansas, and this one is also for ping-pong ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. So if you're included in this, you need to seek shelter immediately. So for areas like Lincolnville, Marion, Florence, areas along Highway 50 here, if you're in this warning, again, seek shelter now. 70-mile-per-hour winds are low-end hurricane force winds, low-end tornado force winds, whatever. They're dangerous. So again, if you're in any of those 70-mile-per-hour wind warnings, you should be seeking shelter. And then obviously in our tornado warning, you should be seeking shelter as well. Again, we don't have any confirmation that we've had a tornado yet today, but it's very possible that we had one near the Mite City area. I don't want to say very likely, but it's possible. And again, that same storm is still just chugging along here as it approaches areas like Husser, Osceola, and Folsom. So if you're in this area, you got to seek shelter immediately. So again, if you're just not joining us, we are covering tornado-warned storms across portions of Louisiana and Mississippi. If you're included in any of these tornado warnings right now, you need to seek shelter immediately. You're in Covington, Louisiana. Well, let's just go ahead and find out where that is. So Covington actually is dangerously close to this tornado warning. If you're in Covington, you don't need to take shelter yet, but prepare to if necessary, because again, this nasty bow echo is heading for you. That's going to at least bring the threat of damaging winds and heavy rainfall, but again, even possibly a tornado as it chugs along here to the southeast. So again, Covington, you got to be careful. Make sure that you are getting indoors. You are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning. For the threat of 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts, penny-sized hail, and a possible tornado. Look at all these parishes it includes and counties it includes in Louisiana and Mississippi. So, anyway, let's go back to our blip watch. Not seeing any proper blips yet. Let me know if you guys see anything. I don't see anything out here quite yet. Again, the only blip I've seen out here actually so far is this one that went through areas like Weatherford. Why aren't the storms firing in Oklahoma yet? Because the thing is, they're not firing in Oklahoma yet, but the thing is, as soon as we get a little rain shower even, it's going to fire off pretty quickly. So that's why we're calling it a blip watch, right? So we don't have anything in Oklahoma yet, but something is likely to develop between the next 30 minutes and an hour. And we don't know exactly when the blip is going to happen or which county in this watch is going to hit, but whatever blips we do get to pop up here, they're going to be intense. That's why we're calling this a blip watch. A blip-type severe thunderstorm watch. For portions of central Oklahoma, and later on tonight it'll get extended into eastern Oklahoma. I'm almost certain of it. So that's what's going on there in Oklahoma. That's why we don't have storms firing yet. It's because we just don't have any convection. Let's see if I have any new information for you guys. We do have a mesoscale discussion as of 11 minutes ago for parts of Iowa, Missouri, Minnesota, Nebraska. Damaging gusts and isolated hail are possible this evening. A weather watch is possible. There's a 40% chance of a severe thunderstorm watch being issued for this area between now and 7 p.m. Central. If it does get issued, it will include areas like Des Moines, areas like Maryville, Fort Dodge, Waterloo, Ames, Mason City, all these areas out here, mainly across parts of central Iowa. And we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. That's in effect in Georgia here. Some of these storms out here along the East Coast have surprisingly popped off today. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Vidette, Goff, St. Clair, and Walker Grove, Georgia. So if you're included in this warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. It's for the... Oh. For some reason... for some reason, I thought the stream ended. It was showing stream ended 2 minutes ago. But it looks like we're still going on my end. Can somebody let me know if we're still going? I don't know why. It just said stream ended 2 minutes ago. But I refreshed and it's still going. So I hope everything's working. But yeah, some of these storms along the East Coast today have surprisingly popped off. A few of them have gotten some severe thunderstorm warnings like this one that we have in Georgia right now. And if we take a look here from Jefferson County, Louisville, we can see this. I'm good? All right. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know why it randomly said that it ended. I don't know if that glitch happened for anybody else or not. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now for Maryville, Missouri. So if you're included in this warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. 60-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. And it looks like my alert sound stopped working. So that's just great. That's just phenomenal. So again, if you're in Folsom, we're particularly concerned about your area. We've got tight area rotation here that could have possibly produced a brief tornado previously, heading right for Folsom. So if you're in Folsom, Louisiana, you should be seeking shelter immediately. Again, if it did produce a tornado, it would have been all the way back up here towards Amite City. There's a very good chance, but nothing was confirmed. Got a new radar scan over here in Oklahoma. Still not seeing any blips. You guys see anything? We gotta watch everywhere around here pretty closely. The one thing I have noticed is we got 3 little dots down here near Maysville, but these are not actual rain showers. These are just contamination bubbles, I guess we could call them. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. But again, as soon as one of these showers starts to fire, it's probably going to do something big. But I don't know. I mean, we did have that shower earlier, once again, near the Weatherford area that didn't do anything at all. At best, it produced some very brief, moderate rain, but that's probably even unlikely. Okay, my alert sounds are not broken. Huh. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. This is for parts of Mississippi, Forest, and Maggie. For the threat of quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. So if you're included in this warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. Our winds, our pocket of very high winds here in central Mississippi is still there. It's currently ripping through areas like Raytown and Millville, but a little bit less impressive now. It's starting to break and become a little bit smaller and just overall a weaker cluster of winds in general. So that's the update on that. We got another new severe thunderstorm warning. Where is that? It disappeared. I saw it flashing for a second. I think it's in Iowa. I'm a professional? I don't think so, but thank you. Oh, we do have a new flash flood warning, actually, up in northwest Iowa. It's observed. We have confirmed flash flooding ongoing in Algona, according to emergency manager. So if you're in that area, stay alive, don't drive. And yep, our new severe thunderstorm warning is in Iowa. It's for the Stratford area. It's for quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and a possible tornado. Some of these cells are rotating a little bit, so we'll have to watch these. If you're including this warning, again, make sure you are moving indoors immediately. It's to the north of Highway 30. Now we have another severe thunderstorm warning. It's one down here in Mississippi. Quarter-sized hail. 60-mile-per-hour winds there. For areas to the west of Hattiesburg. Areas like Summerall, Mount Olive, Bassfield, Columbia. We actually have a cyclone port in Columbia. Look at that. You can see the storm off in the distance there. Yeah, still not seeing any blips in Oklahoma. Again, these are contamination bubbles. If that makes any sense at all. Yep, nothing much yet. Want to keep looking at some of our storms here in the Texas Panhandle. Again, if you're in Pampa or White Deer or Skellytown, you should be seeking shelter immediately. Expect some tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Carson County, southeastern Hutchinson County, northern Gray County, and southwestern Roberts County in the Panhandle of Texas here. A little bit of an unexpected one out there at the moment. So, again, we have 2 tornado warnings left. One of them expires in 1 minute, and the other expires in 15 minutes. So, the one in 15 minutes is really the only one that we're going to be watching at this point. So, areas like Martinville, Folsom, and Blonde, again, continue to seek shelter here. Blonde, actually, is not included in this tornado warning. My bad. So again, Tylertown, Mississippi, it's looking like they're going to let this warning expire. There's not really any rotation in this part of the line anymore. Not any more notches. They may even cancel this warning down here near Folsom, but right now continue to stay in your safe spot because we don't know that for a fact. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Waiting to see if they're going to let this warning expire in the Tylertown area, or if they're going to reissue it or what, but I think they're probably going to let it expire. Yep, they did. So now we just have a tornado warning in Louisiana here. My chair is very squeaky. Probably because it's like 100 years old. Okay, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. On the Minnesota-Wisconsin state line here, south of Duluth. For areas like Superior and Parkland, you should be moving indoors immediately. Quarter-sized hail and 16-mile-per-hour winds could be associated with that storm. And now we have another new severe thunderstorm warning in northeast Iowa here for Elma. So if you're included in that warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. That's for the threat of 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds mainly. So again, if you're just now joining us, we are covering a tornado warning right now for Folsom, Louisiana. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located right in here to the northwest of Folsom, heading for Folsom, Martinville, and areas like blonde over the next several minutes. So if you're included in this tornado warning, you seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building away from windows, again, in Martinville and Folsom. This is to the north of New Orleans. North of Lake Pontchartrain. It's looking like we could have a water spout out here, possibly, according to the special marine warning over Lake Pontchartrain. Well, I mean, one could develop whenever this line of storms reaches it, I guess I should say. So anyway. And this does have a little notch here kind of sticking out. It's kind of wrapping around, actually, which is a little concerning. So we'll have to see if this is going to try to produce a tornado. Your rotation will be located right in here, in between Martinville and Blonde at this point. Let's see here. Do we have any updates for you guys? Nope. No new updates from the Storm Prediction Center. So yeah, I think at this point it's mostly just hotter winds near Blonde. But continue to stay in your shelter, just in case we do have like a land spout or something that we don't know about. New radar scan here for central Oklahoma. Still not seeing any blips, man. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, if these just don't, convect at all and it's just a huge nothing burger, that's good. But it's just, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be any radar scan that we see our first blip that actually does something. Well, we saw a blip earlier, but our first blip that does something. Here it is. I didn't even notice it, but here it is. Okay, we have a blip now. This is now, I'm going to upgrade it from a blip watch to a blip warning. We have a blip warning now for Fort Cobb, Washita, Anadarko, Apache, Cement, Cyril, all you guys here. A blip warning doesn't mean anything, like you need to take action or anything. It just means we have our blip starting to develop here. We have a blip in your county. So, right to the south of Alden, there's our first blip that may do something. Again, we had one earlier, but it didn't do anything. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now in Iowa. It's an extension for a storm in southwest Iowa. If you're in Villisca, you need to move indoors immediately. Quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are occurring with that storm. Yeah, I didn't see that either. It's kind of sneaky there for the past couple of radar scans because it hid in the radar thing, the radar beams. But yeah, I do believe that's a blip there. Again, in the southwest corner of whatever county this is here. Let me check. So this is, okay. Just a second here. This is Cato County. This is a blip warning for Cato County. Southern Cato County. Yeah, that's a rain shower, I'm sure. Because if you look, it's been there for a couple of scans, and it's continuing to convect further, heading in the same direction the whole time. So it's just going to go near Hatchetville. Again, it's just a little rain shower right now, but we're worried that it's going to pop off and do something big, in terms of a severe weather threat at least. And now we have a new radar update. Yep, that's definitely a blip. So again, this is a blip warning for southern Cato County. From Anadarko southward, blip warning, I'll say. Southern Cato County, once again. At 5:51 p.m., a confirmed blip was located southeast of Eldon, moving off to the east at, we'll say, 25 miles per hour. A blip warning means a rain shower has started to convect in this area and could produce explosive convection here, bringing the threat for severe weather over time. Again, there's no immediate storm threat or severe weather threat, but it will continue here as it heads east. You're in Anadarko? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so you're going to be pretty close to that. So again, blip warning for Anadarko southward. We still have our tornado warning for St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana, for Folsom and Martinville. But that expires in 8 minutes. They may even remove it before then because I'm not seeing any rotation with that anymore. So, again, I'm going to be kind of watching our blip here now for the most part over the next several minutes to see if it does anything. So again, this is going to be heading towards Broxton, Stecker, Indian City, up towards Verdon, and Chickasha, areas along Interstate 44, Middleburg, Blanchard, and eventually all the way out towards Norman, Oklahoma, if it continues for long enough in that trajectory. Here, let's see something. You know what? We can be smart. We can calculate how fast is this moving. So this has moved about 5 miles in 9 minutes. So let's take 60 divided by 9. Hold on, I'm doing some intense math in my head. Times 5. Okay, this is moving at 33.3 repeating miles per hour approximately. And, okay, we have got ourselves a blip tracker, boys and girls. So Pine Ridge, this is going to be over you in about 12 minutes. Broxton, about 14 minutes. Apache Y, 22 minutes. Square Top, 28 minutes. Anadarko in about 33 minutes. Indian City in 33 minutes. Verdon in 49 minutes. And Dutton in 55 minutes. And then I think this could actually be a problem by the time it gets towards areas like Chickasha in about 61 minutes here. I think that's whenever we could be actually talking about a severe thunderstorm. Yeah, I'm making a bold prediction and saying that in about an hour we'll have a severe thunderstorm out of this. I know our last blip out here didn't play out, but I think this one's definitely going to. And it will at least turn into a storm, I'm guessing. Just a second, I'll look at that. I'm sending a text message. Okay, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning now for geez, I don't know. The box isn't blinking. Oh wait, yeah, it is. This is up here to the north of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the Twin Cities area. This is heading northeast for areas like Blaine, Lino Lakes, Columbus, and Coon Lake Beach. So if you're included in this warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. This is for the threat of 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds and penny-sized hail. And now our tornado warning has expired. So this is a stand down from tornado warning. Am I staying live? Yes. We're going to stay live now for the Oklahoma blip. And, guys, it looks like we even have another blip here. Yep, look. You can just so faintly see it over the past couple of radar scans. It looks like maybe something there, and then boom. And it actually looks like it's going to suck the energy out of this blip. This one looks like it's weakened, and it's going to do a little handoff here. So now it's going to be a little bit further to the north than we originally thought. It actually looks like this one's heading southeast, towards areas like Apache, Hatchetville, Olden, Boone, Lake Ellsworth Addition, Fletcher, Edgewater Park, Cyril. So we're also going to issue a blip warning here for portions of northern Comanche County. So, southern Caddo County and northern Comanche County, this is a blip warning for you guys. Everywhere from Medicine Park back up towards Anadarko, this is a blip warning. We'll have to also watch this. It looks like it's just contamination, though. From a radar beam. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Hutchinson County, Kansas. Hutchinson, Kansas here. This is for the threats of quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and a possible tornado. So if you're including this warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. This is for portions of this is Reno County. I thought it was Hutchinson County. So for portions of central Reno County in central Kansas, south central Kansas. Yep, so from both radar sites now we can see this secondary blip here. So we can now confirm that this is another true blip. So we have two blips here. So we're going to see what happens. If they're going to try and kill each other. If they're going to help each other out and make one, super strong. We'll have to wait and see here. But, again, that's what we're really watching for right now at the minute. And, yep, so as I predicted, this northern cell really did take over. And actually, this is heading northeast. Sorry, not southeast. So still, sorry, I messed this up. I'm new to this. This is brand new for me. Northern Comanche County, this is a cancellation here for the blip warning. It looked like it was heading southeast. But apparently this wasn't part of the blip. This is where it popped up. So again, a blip warning remains in effect for portions of southern Caddo County. Areas like Fort Cobb southward at this point, I'd say. Again, this is a blip warning for Carnegie, Fort Cobb, Washita, Anadarko, Apache, and Cement, as well as Cyril in west central Oklahoma here. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Not sure where that's at, though. I don't see it. It may have done the thing where it disappears and then it's going to reappear and start blinking. We'll watch it here. Not seeing it quite yet, though. Yeah, I don't see it. I think it did the thing where it disappears and it's going to reappear in a second here. Maybe. By the way, Pampa, this storm has been downgraded. You don't need to take shelter anymore, but make sure that you are staying indoors here in Pampa. It's been downgraded, but it still is capable of producing quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. It got downgraded about 16 minutes ago, so sorry, I'm a little late on that. We've been really focused in here on our blip. Hyper-focused, I would say. So this blip's gotten a little bit of a head start because it kind of got to absorb all the juice here from this blip. all the energy, if that makes any sense. So again, areas like Apache Y, Pine Ridge, Squaretop, Anadarko, Washita, Verdon, Dutton, Pocasset, Sooner, Bridge Creek, Newcastle, you guys are all in the path of this here. Again, the track's a little bit further north than we originally thought it was going to be with this blip here. We don't even have any other considerable severe thunderstorm warnings at this point, so again, really our main focus is going to be the blip here and see what it does. We'll continue to point out new warnings as they get issued. We'll check every few minutes on all the other situations ongoing, but looks like for the most part our main focus here needs to be our blip in Oklahoma. We have so many alerts across the country right now, it's crazy. We've got like 4 different severe thunderstorm watches. We've got multiple clusters of excessive heat warnings and heat advisories and stuff like that. We've got flood watches, and in fact, in multiple spots of the country, it's active right now with all of our alerts anyway. For sure. So anyway, let's get back to our blip watch here. Again, if you're just not tuning in, we're watching this little rain shower here as it tries to develop into a big-time thunderstorm as it moves off to the northeast towards areas like Anadarko, Oklahoma. So, we will focus on some of our other storms, though, obviously, because, we might as well focus on the storms that we know are already there. We got our Mississippi line here that's really starting to lose some of its steam, it looks like. This is a live look from Columbia, Mississippi. You can see the storms out in the distance there. This is a live look from Jackson. Storms just rolled through. See those raindrops over the camera there. This is from Jackson County. From the Gulfport area, more specifically Pascagoula. Jeez. Reminds me of the Have You Ever Had a Dream Kid? This is a live look at Burlington in Kansas at some of these storms off to the west here that are severe. It looks like we have some 14-inch diameter trees down here in the area that's getting hit by another severe thunderstorm, so they've gotten hit hard today. But anyway, this is from northwest Missouri. This is from Louisville, Georgia. Look at that glitch. Went from 86 to 9 degrees. So that's the update for some of our other storms. By the way, the Pampa storm's been downgraded again. It's down to penny-sized hail now. But yeah, that's the update on some of our other storms. Back over here to our blip watch. Actually, it looks like it's losing steam a little bit here. Okay, this may have been another false alarm here for this blip. Kind of like the last one that we saw where it just didn't do anything. The one before the stream. Looks like that's going to be the case here again. I really thought these would pop off easier. Well, I guess the blips had different plans. Now, we're going to see some blips in the future develop here in Oklahoma and cause some problems. But right now, we don't have anything, is what I'm saying. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning, though, for parts of southwest Iowa. It's an extension here for our storm. It looks like this is 2 different National Weather Service offices, and they've just issued one on this side. Yep. So this side was Omaha. This side was the Des Moines. They both agree that this storm is capable of producing quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So as it approaches Corning, you should be indoors. This is coming right into Corning and Prescott, actually. So, I think we're going to end the stream off here since we don't have any ongoing active tornado warnings or considerable severe thunderstorm warnings or any blips. So thank you all for tuning in. We will be back live again later when necessary, likely for more blip coverage here in Oklahoma. That'll probably be the last stream of the night, the one that we do later. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Whoops. I was going to say peace, but I didn't exit Radar Omega. Peace.